And then we know each other.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, man.
Jitney, young blood.
Look here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. I left my acting class, and I got online. I was super inspired after acting class one day, and they were like, you can find your own auditions. So I put in like auditions from Atlanta on my laptop, and like I'm old, so I'm like super old school. Like I wanted to look through like a Yellow Pages and try to find these things. I couldn't do it. So you can't find auditions like that. So
You can't find Yellow Pages.
So I'm on my laptop and I'm trying to find things. And we were living in East Cobb at the time, and so I was like,
so I was near Marietta.
I did stand up at the Strand.
So
I don't know if Roman's ever done it up at the Strand, but I did it up at the Strand. I used to go Wednesday nights, and I left Wednesday night, and I looked across the street, and I was like, yo, there's a theater over there.
Yeah.
Like I come downstairs and I'm like, yo, there's a theater over there. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna walk over there and see what they doing. Like I'm just thinking, because I'm in acting class, because I'm like, man, I can do this.
My chops are sharp.
Yeah.
Yes, and they are.
First of all, don't listen to Keith. Don't listen to Keith. They might be sharp, but they dull because of the pandemic right now. So I walk over there, and it says on the window, it was like open auditions.
Wow.
And it has an email address, and you can send your headshot and everything. And so I was just like, I'm doing it.
Small world, man.
Doing it. So I see the plays. I had done Jitney in acting class. I had done a scene with Youngblood and Rena, and I had done that scene, and I was like, I know this play, so I'm going to do this play, right? Yes. So I mess around, and I'm talking to my acting coach about it, and he was like, you really got to feel it. Yeah. And it's a Meisner intensive. Shout out to Rob Mello. And he's like, you really got to feel it. Like, you have to be that person.
That person.
So I get ready.
Brings it. Yeah.
Bruh. You have no idea.
I'm auditioning for my school next year.
How much it was about to be. You have no idea.
I already know.
He knows.
I already know. He talked about it. I remember when it happened. Yeah.
So it's August Wilson, and there's August Wilson like ites, like people who love August Wilson. So I knew if I'm walking out the door, I'm talking to my wife about it, and I was like, I'm about to go for this audition, and she's like, bye. Like she stopped coming to my improv stuff years ago. Oh, so man. She's like, definitely the acting stuff. Yeah. I'm not doing that. So I get there. I'm gonna talk about you for a second, Candace, for a second. So I'm walking out the door and I'm about to get in my car, and my wife is parked behind me. We just driveway, and I said, I go in the house and I tell her, you got to move the van because I got to go. And she's like, all right, fine. She gets mad. She throws a robe on. She goes, and I look, and earlier that morning, I had just finished cutting grass. And I cut grass in my dad's overalls. My dad passed away, and that's just like, that was like the one thing that we did together, which was cut grass. And I was just like, I don't feel right with what I had on. I had some khakis and a button-up shirt. I don't feel right. I threw on one of my dad's Army overalls,
jacket,
long john shirt.
Oh yeah.
But my dad was in the Korean War, so they're not like new at all. Some overalls and some shoes.
Historical.
And I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, yeah. So I was like, fine, I'm just gonna go. Right? So I go to the audition. On the way to the audition, I get pulled over by a cop in Cobb County. I'm pissed. So the first thing that I did out of acting class was a play. Oh, it's on the top of my head, tip of my tongue right now, where I had to play a cop. And the cop was an asshole, right? And so I knew Bill's part because I was an understudy. So I was going to use that as a monologue. All right, I'm cheating.
Bill.
I'm cheating.
I know. I'm trying to think, but I know as soon as you said the name, I know the play.
And it's only 4 people in the play.
Okay.
Yes.
Bill's. Thank you, Keith, for pounding your head because I wasn't gonna do that. But so I get to the audition, and everybody and first of all, I've been pulled out of my car. I've been handcuffed. I've been put on the corner. And I still made it to the audition on time.
Wow.
All right. I know I'm going long. Sorry, Jose. So Jose keeps looking at his phone like, I said 12 minutes.
I was gonna wave his ass, but it's a good story. So
It really is a good story. I'm in it.
So I get to the audition. I'm pissed. I got my sides. You had to prepare contrasting, but one of the auditions had to be from the play that you were auditioning for. And so I already knew Youngblood, so that was cool. I didn't even have to look at it. I knew it word for word, but I had to look at Bills for a second. And so I'm sitting there and I'm steaming. I'm sweating. I smell like grass. I'm mad as fuck. And they call my name. Now, right before they call my name, this lady walks up, and she was like, the lady in the front goes, "What are you auditioning for?" And she kind of looked at her like, "Everything."
Wow.
It was you.
Yeah.
It was you.
Wow.
Because she had asked her, did you prepare singing? Do you have your monologue? Do you have this?
Wow.
Do you want to warm up with the dancers and stuff? And I heard you in the look on your face, because I was just kind of like not listening but looking. Yeah. And I was just like, I ain't going to get this shit. Because like I'm not prepared for everything.
Right.
They had West Side Story, Pipeline.
Get out of here. They had all the good
Jitney,
ones.
and one other one. Oh, it was the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X.
Right,
Or
to
Martin
the
Luther
mountaintop.
King, mountaintop.
To the mountaintop.
Right?
Yeah.
And so right after that, she got me shook. She done did a Draymond on me. She ain't got me shook.
Everything.
And I'm like,
remember that.
Man, damn. So I go in, they call my name, I go in, and I had all this stuff prepared. I was going to say, hello, my name is Will Hayes. I walk down, hand out my stuff, all that stuff. I'll be doing a monologue from, damn, I can't remember the name of the film.
I'm trying to think of it too, yeah, because I know as soon as you said it.
So I get up there, and they were like, Mr. Starr goes,
Nick.
So what's your name? Will Hayes. And they're like, he starts looking at my resume. It's super short. Bro, it's super short.
That don't mean
It's like Emmanuel Lewis. It's super short. So he goes, so I see you have improv experience. How's your Martin Luther King? Good. And for the record, I can do Martin Luther King very well. It is interesting that people have asked for Martin.
Yep.
That's a good
I have been to the mountaintop, and I've seen the glory.
There we go.
So that's on record
That's
that I can
MLK.
do MLK. Right. But I was just like, good.
Wow.
And I was like, look, I'm sorry. I just got pulled over by Cobb County right before I got here. I happened to come on time. I'm just going to do this monologue. So I did the monologue. And I was pissed already, Meisner. So I used it. I'm spitting when I talk. Everything. I was pissed. But the character's pissed. And so then you transition that to Youngblood, where I have to like kind of calm down a little bit and be softer, not condescending, but more like you should have already known.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly how Youngblood is.
Like you should have known
that's
that
his
stuff.
characteristic.
So then I took a breath. I turned around. Mr. Starr was like, "Just slow down." Mr. Starr was like, "Take your time." So then I did the audition, and I was like, "I appreciate it." I mean, I'm straight College Park, boy. I was like, appreciate it, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm hollering at you.
Not the SWATs.
I walk out, and subsequently, the guy who they wanted to play Youngblood was there. This dude was in like a 3-piece suit. His resume was like 2 pages long and stuff. I was like, man, I'm not getting this. Wow. I am not getting it. But it was a great experience, right? Yeah. I get the call. I do the callback. Second audition. Yep. We sit down at the table read, and Keith is there. This is how I knew this man like loved it, because he was ready right then.
Always
to put on right then.
Always.
And I was just like, yo, I'm nervous because all these people have. This was my
off the chain.
This is going to be my first
performance.
I understudied. I didn't
I
ever
had
get
no
to be
idea. I
on
couldn't
stage.
tell that.
This was my
Yeah.
first performance. I'm nervous. The first time, as an adult, the first time I ever performed, I did a rendition of Driving Miss Daisy in high school.
Oh wow.
I was 17. I'm 47 now.
You look good, man.
It's a good
47.
30
I know, right?
years or so between this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
How many
super
years
nervous.
ago was Jitney? It was right before the pandemic, right?
It's like 2 years
It
ago.
was like 2
How
years
old
ago.
were you?
45.
You never could have convinced me of that.
Man.
It was the perfect young girl. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
you
you're-
were like
Yeah, man.
20.
You different than,
something.
like early 30s,
Yeah.
late 20s for sure.
Yeah.
bro.
I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, you know
I
it's
contributed
true,
to
Black
Jack
dog
Daniels
crack.
and ginger. I purified my body with it. But
Yeah.
we're doing just the first table read. Keep killing it.
Thank you.
Keep
I was
killing it.
He
so
brings
happy
it.
to be there.
And then knowing that we had a scene together where I could definitely see him shine. We have a whole conversation and Keith was going to kill it. And I was like, I went home that night and in my carport, I set up the stage the way it says in the book and I rehearsed till 3 o'clock in the morning. Because I was like, if this man is going to bring it like that,
Then that means you got to bring
I
it too.
literally have to bring. And these people, Maurice had been on Tyler Perry stuff.
Yeah.
Carl is still doing things on
Yeah,
stage and
he's
stuff. Like these people,
everywhere.
Yeah, they're doing it. Yeah.
all these people are just everywhere. And here's lowly old me. So I'm gonna bring it back. So when Candace says that she's doing a project, who I saw her in Pipeline, and I was like,
Yep.
oh no, she was ready for all of it.
Yeah.
She was ready
right?
for everything, singing,
Yeah.
dancing, everything. I was like, and I was even telling my wife, I was like, yo, I want to be on stage with her. Well, I want to be on stage with people like her, like that really love this stuff. And I'm sure there's other people that were in Pipeline
Yeah.
that were doing the same thing. But
Pipeline's
then
really good.
I end up with Keith. So when Candace said she's writing this thing and Keith was in it, I was like, yo,
Say
hands
less.
down,
Right.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
it's just a
Agreed.
testimony
I totally
to
agree. It is.
everybody that's a part of this this project here because I know he's gonna bring it.
Oh, always.
And I've seen her on stage. And I've seen his stuff.
Yeah.
And I know Roman, but I didn't know he was a part of this. But just knowing that Roman's a part of it, like I know he's super passionate.
Bro.
yeah.
So then that means you had to have been passionate.
Yeah.
That's
Trust.
why you answered the whole entire thing at the beginning without me having to ask a single question. This has been episode 1 of Forgaten, the making of. I'm Will Hayes. This is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yay.
Absolutely. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you
Appreciate
too, brother.
you, man. Yeah.
Yeah.